If you've ever heard someone say, my passport didn't come on time, or we didn't make the trip because of paperwork, or we lost money because it just didn't come, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Mari, I'm a travel advisor, and today we're talking about the passport mistakes which delay travel. And it's not the rare mistakes and not the dramatic mistakes, but very normal, very human ones that anybody could accidentally do. And believe it or not, most passport delays aren't actually caused by the system being broken. They're actually caused by small, avoidable missteps. And my goal here with this video is simple. It's to help you avoid stress that never ever needed to exist in the first place. So mistake number one is waiting until travel is actually booked to apply for your passport. And this is the biggest one. People often wait to apply for a passport until flights are booked, hotels are reserved, and excitement is already high. The problem is that's when pressure enters the picture. And the passport processing office does not care about the pressure of your trip. Passport timelines are not designed for last-minute decisions. And that even applies to the expedited service because it has its own limits. And so the calmest travelers that I work with already have their passports handled before they start dreaming seriously. Passport first, planning second, because that order matters more than most people realize. And my rule of thumb before a passport is that it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, because you truly never know when an international vacation or trip is going to fall into your lap. Mistake number two is using unofficial websites. And this one does catch a lot of people. You go to your favorite search engine, perhaps it's Google, it may be Bing, whatever it is, and you type in apply for passport. And the first few results, they may look official, keeping in mind they might also be ads, but they're not actually the government site. They're third-party sites who charge extra fees, they don't speed anything up, and they 100% do not protect you from errors. The only site you should ever use for a passport application for the United States is travel.state.gov. Again, that is travel.state.gov. Nothing else, because anything else adds true complexity and not support. Mistake number three is signing the application form too early. For most travelers, this is going to be the form DS11, and though this is a quiet mistake, it's a very common one. First-time applicants usually print out that form DS11, get all excited, fill it all out, and then sign it, forgetting that you don't actually sign that form at home. That form is actually signed in person at your passport appointment. Signing early can actually invalidate the application and cause delays that you won't see coming. And it's not about tricking you, it's just about following the order and the steps correctly, which are lined out for you. So remember, fill it all out and do not sign that application until you are explicitly instructed to do so by the application facility. Mistake number four is having missing or incorrect documents. And this is where overwhelm usually shows up. And the most common issues I see are missing photocopies, incorrect birth certificates, or expired or mismatched IDs. And I am guilty as charged. Please do not think it is just you. For my first passport, I had the wrong birth certificate, and so that added a lot of just extra stress that time around. And they aren't necessarily dramatic mistakes when it comes to the paperwork, but they are ones that will make the difference. Because the details matter here, and even just missing one item can pause, delay, or hold up your entire application. And so this is why it is so important to slow down at the beginning, because it will actually save you time later. Mistake number five is assuming that paying for the expedited service means your passport is guaranteed. And though expedited service helps, it does not by any means override anything, because mail delays happen, especially when there's weather, like we cannot control the weather. The verification takes time, and high volume periods just exist. So even though the expedited service creates a little bit of a buffer, it is not a magic wand, zippity-doo-dah magic solution. It truly isn't. So the best protection against delays is to actually start earlier than you think you need to. Again, go ahead and apply for your passport even if you do not have a trip on the books. Better to go ahead and just have it. Mistake number six is not understanding passport validity rules. And this is where a lot of travel plans really get disrupted, because many countries actually require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel dates. And so a lot of people have this assumption like, oh, my passport's not expired, so I'm fine, no big deal. But that's just not true, especially with those countries that have the 6-month rule. And since a lot of the countries do have that 6-month validity rule, airlines will actually enforce it as well. And so, though this mistake may not catch up to you until the very last minute, it most likely will show up with you at the check-in desk for your airline, or sometimes when you're already in the destination at their border waiting to be approved in. And so understanding the validity rules truly does help you prevent heartbreak, because how much would it suck to get that far, all the way to the end, just to be told no? And so here's why this all keeps happening, and here's the truth. Passport issues don't just happen because people are careless. They happen because people are busy. We are all so busy. We live lives. We go to the grocery store. We go to work. We do all of these things. We have pets and laundry and yard work, whatever it is. But travel planning ultimately gets pushed to the side until that urgency and that stress takes over. And so my role as a travel advisor is to see these pressure points before clients feel them. And this is part of what the high-touch planning actually protects. And so all of my clients get a lovely passport reminder whenever their passport is due for renewal, because I like to help them stay on top of it. So if you are getting ready to apply for your first passport or have any questions, please do not forget that you are always welcome to drop them here in the comments. But again, let's just go over the calmer path to getting you your passport. First and foremost, you do need to apply earlier than you think you need to. Make sure you are using official sources. Build in buffer time and make sure that you have your paperwork well in advance. Because travel should feel expansive, not stressful. And the foundation of that feeling is preparation that happens in the background before you've even had a chance to get stressed out about your vacation. And I know that was a lot, so if you have questions, drop them here in the comments, rewatch this video, but keep in mind that if international travel excites you, but the paperwork and the logistics feel heavy, you are 100,000,000% not alone. You are not alone. I work with clients who want clarity, calm, and full support so these things don't become last-minute problems. I will drop some helpful links in the caption. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.